Well, hello everyone. It is Wednesday. It's a marvelous Wednesday. And despite what it looks like outside, we just have to just say, you know what? It's not as bad as what it seemed. Whatever's going on is not as bad as what it seemed. And sometimes we just have to trick our minds and say, you know what? It's not as bad as it seemed. It's a dreary day, but it don't have to you don't have to wallow in that. You don't have to sit there and be like, you know what? I don't really want to be here today. And ah, I'm just in a bad mood. When you claim that stuff, have you ever noticed when you claim that stuff, things get worse? You feel worse. All types of stuff is happening. And it's just out of your control, right? But what I've learned in the course of my life, what I speak is what it is. When I learned that, my life changed because I don't speak that negativity over myself anymore. I used to be a little bit of a negative nanny. I did. I used to be a little bit like just, you just sit there and you just talk about things so badly, so terribly that you don't even realize that you have just set your day that way. That your whole day has went that way just because you're sitting in the negativity. You're craving it. It's almost like we crave chaos. Is that is right? It's a thing, right? When you crave chaos, when you feel like you're gravitating towards it, or you're speaking it and you're gravitating towards that, stop speaking that over your lives. That's my word from the beginning of this video to you today. Stop speaking that negativity over yourself, because you will find yourself stuck in at that point, and then there's nothing that you can do about it from there. You have already set that up for that day, so there's no changing that. It is what it is, right? So we got a lot of stuff going on in this house. You can hear banging going on. We got lower deck work going on over here, and yesterday got away from you guys. I have no excuse. There's just no excuse on why I didn't come on yesterday. I think it just got away from me. I don't have an excuse. It just got away from me. So I'm here today. That's all that matters. I'm here today. I just wanted to come in, and you know how in my past videos, and I said I wanted to check the temperature. Well, today I want us to hit that reset button. I want us to, at some point from today until the weekend, I want us to hit that reset button in our lives, in our relationship, in our marriage. We need to hit that reset button. And I'm saying that because that's where I am right now. I'm finding myself getting engulfed in ignorance. I'm finding myself listening to the drama. I'm finding myself, it's getting closer to my birthday, and oh my God, you're not going to hear your mom's voice. I feel some type of way about that every single year, but I have to change my thought pattern because I'm not going to hear that voice anymore. It's just a part of my life now. I'm not going to hear my mom say, "Well, hey girl, happy birthday. How you doing?" It was a big thing for me. It was part of my life, and that is no longer here. And then I find myself, you know, getting pulled into to unnecessary things. And so the word reset came over me because I need that in my marriage. Because I was just saying the other day, I was telling my husband, I said, I'm watching you with all your different type of emotions going on, husband, and I feel like you're doing it to yourself, as well as I'm inflicting these certain things onto myself as well. So sometimes you inflict things on yourself that you don't realize. So I feel like what we've been going through in the past 2 weeks, I lost an uncle, you know, Fred got some bad news about a friend, about his, about another situation. And it's just like we're in that. We can't um be in the moment of how we're feeling, even, you know, because right now the emotions are just all over the place with all the different situations. And it's like in a big pot and somebody's just stirring it. Somebody's just stirring it. And when I woke up this morning, I was thinking about my message and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I need a reset. I need to hit that reset button and get my life back on track mentally. Spiritually, I'm there. I'm always every day. Listen. I don't worry about my spirituality because that's the only thing that gets me through these days. But I worry about my mental, and I worry about my husband's mental stability as well, because we inflict these things onto ourselves. Somebody brings it to us, and then we're in deep discussion about it, and emotions are flying here and flying there, and we have discussion we're having discussions about it, and next thing you know, we're in a debate, a serious debate about it. Well, I always tell him, sometimes when we're in a situation, he's such a adamant person about things, and sometimes when he say things, it's taken out of context with people. And I always tell him, sometimes, husband, you hit that red button with people. They can't take what you're saying. Sometimes I can't take what you're saying. And it's like, it's like almost like you're stepping on landmines, if you will. It's almost like you don't know you which way you're going to step. You don't know if you're going to step somewhere and something blows up. And a lot of times that's how he feels, because he's so adamant. He's so aggressive in his speaking sometimes that he's trying to articulate what he's trying to say, but at the same time, he don't want you to take it the wrong way. He don't want you to take it the wrong way. And next thing you know, it's blown up, and then somebody's taking it the wrong way. And it's like he's feeling some type of way because they're taking it the wrong way. That's not what I meant. That's not what I was trying to say. And then, I'm trying to articulate it to him, and then it get misconstrued when I'm trying to articulate it to him. And it's just, you see what I'm saying? It's somebody stirring the pot. It, these situations are being brought to us. It's not really and truly our situation, but it was brought to us. We have a discussion about it. This discussion gets heated. The discussion gets turned around. The discussion kind of taps on your mental a little bit. Wait a minute. Wait. What you mean with that? What you mean by that? What are you trying to say? Well, with all due respect, and when somebody say with all due respect, you know that's gonna go left. So I'm at a point right now where I have to just say, you know what? Let me hit that reset button real quick before I find myself going over the edge. And I would implore you to speak with your husbands about that. When you feel like you're getting to a point where your emotions are just all over the place, it's like your head is I'm watching it happen with my husband. And then it in turns get on me. And then we're in here in all type of mental and emotional roller coasters and things going on. It's a lot. It is really and truly a lot at times. And so we have to get control of it. And we have to say, let me just, let me pause. Let me take a moment, some time over here, and let me get into speaking with God about this and trying to remedy the situation. Because before you know it, things will spiral out of control. You had no idea you was going to wake up and this would be right on your phone. This would be right at your doorstep. This would be right in your face when you drive off and get in the car and go somewhere. You don't know what's going to happen at what given time. Only thing you can do is pray and cover yourself and set your day up for success. That's a lot of times we're not doing that. We're not doing that a lot of the time, setting ourselves up for a great day, setting ourselves up for a successful day, praying that the enemy does not come into your little circle or your little box that you're in, and you're trying to avoid the craziness that continues to tap on the window of that realm that you have around you. Even though you set your day up, that doesn't mean that these things are not bouncing off that little window or that little bubble that you're in. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be tapping on that on that thing that's covering you, because it will. But it's your job to recognize that it's trying to get in. And if a door cracks open and it slides in, you have to be on watch and you have to say, you know what? Get up out of here. No, open it right back up and let it out. Because everything and all types of things are out here to throw you completely off your rocker. It's stuff out here. You can be, I swear, you can be in your best world. You can be in your best, in your best thoughts. You're living your best life. You are just, everything is going according to how you need it to go. And somebody over here is just, I wish she'd sit down. I wish, see, I knew something wasn't right with them, or I knew something. Well, let me tell you about my problem. Let me throw that on you while you think everything is so wonderful in your world. Let me throw that on you. Since you just think that's just everything is just so great and wonderful in your world, it's not. It is truly not. So make sure that you are in line with how you set your day up. However you set your day up, make sure you're in line with that. Make sure you stay focused on that. You want to come say hey or something? To just it, I mean, because he's just standing at the door. You want to say hey? I'm sitting up here giving a whole message. And Mr. Sands, you got anything to say? You want to say hey to the people?
It's marriage hour.
It's marriage our way. It's marriage our way. He just standing at. He just brought me in lunch, and he just standing at the door, just looking at me, and I'm like, I'm having a whole situation going, and he just, see what I'm saying? But you gotta laugh about things. You gotta laugh about things. You see how he came in, and I just felt him just beating, his eyes just beating at me, and I'm like, what? I'm trying to stay focused, but you know my husband, he's super silly. You want to come in and say hey to the people or something? I mean, God, you got a whole crew downstairs working on things, but you in my face. That's neither here nor there. I just want to make sure that we are in line with how we set our date up. Stay in that, because people out there, y'all, that are trying to inflict their issues, their problems onto you and yours. And what we have to realize is it's not our problem, but we have a good word for you to try to help you through that. Now it's your decision if you are going to accept the help that we're giving you, accept the what we're saying to you. We're trying to feed you good thoughts, good words, and then you still feel like you're in your feelings or your thoughts. All we can do is try. It's nothing wrong with inserting yourself and trying, but don't live there. Don't live there, because then that messes with your mental. That messes with your mental state. And then that messes with your husband's mental state. When your mental state is messed up, then it oozes on to your husband, or vice versa. His emotions oozes into mine. And then next thing you know, it's a whole situation going. Next thing you know, there's a whole situation. That reset button is needed. It's there for you whenever you need to stop and gather yourself and get yourself together. I find myself doing that a lot. I woke up this morning and it was just so many thoughts in my head that I just had to talk to God about it. Just have to talk to God about it, because I see it trying to come into my little peaceful bubble that we have going on here. We have in this house is full of peace. We are the type of people, husband and wife, we sit and we make each other laugh every day. We go have lunch, we go work on what we need to work on, we go handle what we need to handle, and we come back home and we mind our business. When we go out with like-minded people that are on our level, that don't bring the drama, that don't bring the ignorance. And life is just, I'm so grateful for it. It's like this. But it's when others come in and insert their issues, their problems onto you. And they know we're fixers. They know me and my husband, we are fixers. We want to help you. We want to fix the situation for you. We want to, oh, this is just weighing on me. I just want to just help this person. I just want to, if I just talk to them one more time and try to, but when a person's mind is made up that they want to be in their mess, we can talk to them till we're blue in the face. And I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but that's what's, without saying what's going on with us mentally, with other people coming in to our realm with it, it's mentally draining. It's physically draining. And then that makes us have to, when we feel like our heads are swarming, that makes us have to say, you know what? Let me just, I need a moment. I need time to gather myself so I don't allow this to come in and interrupt our world, because we have it like this. But sometimes I notice that when people realize that you have it like this, They want to come in and they want to insert their self into your peace. I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. They want to insert themselves into, God, I just like how they're doing things. I like how they handle their business. I like how it seems like it's always this way with them. I need some of that. Let me go get some of that. And instead of coming and get it, instead of coming in peacefully to grab some of that goodness that you have going on, they bring in the drama. They are coming in and with their sad mentality, their upset mentality, their angry mentality, their feel sorry for me mentality. They're inserting that into your life. And again, we're fixers. So now we have inflicted that stuff onto ourselves from them. They've given us the baton, and now we're running with your issue because we didn't have one. But you've given us the baton. You have poured, you have stick, and we have reached back for it, trying to help you. And now we're running with your issue. Y'all know I'm a track girl. Had to insert that in there some type of way, but I'm just saying that's what it's giving me. That's what it gives us sometimes. That was just my scenario, but you understand what I'm trying to say. They will inflict their problems onto you. They're handing off the stick to you. You're reaching back to grab the stick, and now you're running with their issue. And it's not fair. It's not fair to us. It's not fair for people to put their emotions on to us. We're sitting here with life is going like this. And then not only that, you have your own things going on sometimes. You got your own mental challenges on what just happened to you. You can't even think about that because they've inflicted their problems onto you and you have allowed it, and now you're engulfed in it. You're there. You're there. And again, it's not fair. So we kind of have to work through our issues. We kind of have to sit back and just stop for a little while. Just stop for a little while. And even if you have to write them down, God, I'm praying about this. Help me with this situation. First, try to help yourself before you inflict it on somebody else. First, try to help yourself before you inflict your issues, your problems, your mental onto somebody else. You done dumped all your stuff on somebody else. And now you feel better, but now that person is feeling like, I don't completely took their situation and now I'm all in. How did that even happen? Before you know it, it's on you. So you have to be very careful who you let in. Some you can't help because it's family, it's friends, it's co-workers. Some of us, we can't help it. But you better help it. Because this is how people are dying instantly. They're stressed. That stress that you have on yourself. My husband had a frat brother that just passed. We're sitting here trying to figure out, this is the most healthy guy. He don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't do this, he don't do that. He don't. What in the world happened? Stress. We don't know. We don't know exactly still to this day because we're not there. We don't have the death certificate. But stress kills. A lot of times when you are healthy, you don't have any type of ailments that people know of or anything like that. You're unsure of what could have happened. A lot of times you don't know the stuff that people have on their hearts, the stuff that people are dealing with internally. You don't have a clue of what people are dealing with internally. In relationships as well, you don't know. It's people out there that want to have, it's couples that want to have babies, and they're having a hard time producing a child together. And that man or that woman wants that baby so bad that they're willing to do whatever it takes to get that baby, but you're taking your relationship through so much strain. Is killing you. You might want in a relationship anything. It could be a new car, it could be a new house, it can be, all these different type of things to make your life perfect as a couple. And then this stuff is weighing on you. And your husband or your wife can't get you to see, why are you doing this to yourself? Is it that important to you? Yes, it is. And by all and at all costs, I'm going to get it done. And you're not in agreement. You're not in agreement with it as a couple because this person over here wants it so bad that they'll risk it all. They'll risk the relationship. They'll risk being in line with you. You're usually a couple that would talk to each other about everything. But I want this right here so bad that I'm losing myself. Don't lose yourself over materialistic things, over what people have going on, what you feel like you have going on. Things can be talked about, things can be worked out. You just have to stop for a minute or a while or a week or a month. There's such thing as praying and fasting. So you can get your life to where you need it to be. But you have to stop. You have to stop and you have to say, wait, 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 wait. We're completely losing ourselves here. Our thoughts are, we are losing it. And we have to gather ourselves sooner than later. Sooner than later, gather yourself. Hit that. Hit that reset button. Hit it. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go in this little corner for a little while. I'm going to go in my prayer room. I'm going to go to church. I'm going to go talk to a friend. I'm going to go talk to a counselor. Because I can't go on in this stressful situation. I can't go on like this. I'm completely losing it here. So give me a moment. Let me hit that reset button. Let us hit that reset button so we don't lose ourselves and just pause. Pause for a little while. And gather yourself. Get yourself back together. Because stress, that mind going and going and going and going and going and going and going until something bursts in your head or that heart stops or that stomach That pit in your stomach is not, my stomach ain't feeling right. I don't know what's going on. I keep getting headaches. I've been having headaches for weeks. My blood sugar is getting low. Babe, something is going on with me. Stop. Hit that button. Let me pin that. And let me go find out what's going on with me. Let me find out what's going on with me. Let me find out what's going on with you, husband. Let me find out what's going on with you, wife. Stop. Ask God, help me with this. Send me in the right direction. Because I cannot continue to go on like this. This is not it. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Recognize it. Don't let people in and tear up your world and mess up your brain and mess up your life. Stop. Pause for the cause. Hit that button and find out how to get yourself back leveled so we don't lose ourselves. All right? I pray that resonated with somebody because I needed that today. I'm about to hit the reset button for my mental state. That's me. That's what I'm going through right now. But some of you guys are going through it in your marriage. Some of you guys are going through it in your life, family, whatever, whatever. Hit that reset button and get yourself back together. That's my word for the day. I love you guys so dearly. Thank you for always supporting Marriage Our Way. Thank you so much for the phone calls. Thank you so much for the text when I don't show up on time. Thank you. That gives me that get up and go that I know I need to get up and I need to make that happen because somebody's looking for that word. Somebody's looking for me to speak into their spirit. It might not be you, it might not be her, it might not be him, but somebody's looking for me to speak that word into their marriage, their life, and I'm here for it because number one, I'm talking to myself. Don't forget that I've been through this. I'm talking to myself, or it's something that I see that's bothering somebody, and we gotta fix it. All right, give somebody a call today. Tell them you were thinking about them. I just want to know how you're doing. Are you doing okay? Haven't heard from you. Haven't seen you in a minute. So I just wanted to make sure you're okay. All right. I swear to God, you can change somebody's life with that. Inbox them, text them, tell them, just thinking about you. I haven't seen you in a minute. You good? That could stop somebody from doing something stupid to themselves by you just paying that little bit of attention. That phone call, that text will change a person's life. All right. Love you guys. See you again next week. I can't say exactly when. I always want my goal and my focus is on Tuesday, but today is Wednesday. I'm here. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the button, hit the bell for Marriage Our Way, and share with your friends. All right. Have a good one.